The JMU Dukes opened their season with a heartbreaking loss to the Oregon Ducks, and it was frustrating. Cardon Johnson played out of his mind, 4 touchdowns in that game, but no one else really did all that well. So looking at the rankings, you have to wonder, will JMU still be ranked, or are they going to fall completely out of the top 25? Well, fortunate for us, JMU only fell to number 24, but this week we have number 19 BYU. Now, Royce Freeman, after dicing us up, he diced up Cal, and he's still the top running player for the Heisman at this point. Now, getting the game going, Joe Disher's in there at quarterback. He's looking to bounce back after a mediocre first week. And he gets a decent little run there for 5 yards. 206 passing yards last week, only 1 touchdown, but his completions to attempts ratio was pretty bad. Now here on 2nd and 5, Disher back to a play action. He rolls to his right-hand side. He's got some room. He's got a guy deep. He throws it under, though, and Warner is going to pick that one off. Joe Disher. Things were pretty mediocre last week, and they just got bad this week. A horrible interception there by the young sophomore quarterback. We've got to bounce back, and hopefully our defense can stop this team. Now a big sack here by Asuji on 3rd and 10 for BYU. That's going to be a loss of 8 yards. They're going to line up for a field goal. This one is crazy deep, and of course, it has no business being close to the goalpost. That one's not going to fall in. We go into a studio update here, and look at what happened. Georgia Tech upsets Florida State. That's kind of a big win. We are in the ACC. For those of you that didn't realize it in the offseason, we have moved to the ACC. So seeing our ACC opponents kind of beat up on one another, we're perfectly fine with that. Now, Disher throws a nice little ball here to Jordan Dodson. Dodson was a big guy last week, and he's coming up huge again here early in the ball game. Now Disher back in shotgun. Pressure in his face. He gets hit as he throws it, and that one is not going to be a good look. Joe Disher, you've got to do a little bit better than that, buddy. So here on 3rd and 10, Disher going back to a halfback screen. Nice little pass here to Cardon Johnson. Cardon Johnson has plenty of room, and he's making people go all the way down. Could we get a major block? Our receiver picked up the wrong guy, though, and we get down to 2nd and goal. This time, Donovan McGeechee comes in as Cardon Johnson got a little bit banged up on that previous play. McGeechee gets his first touchdown of the season, a 4-yarder, and look at the big fella. Typically plays fullback there. We had a power set, and we let him run the ball in on that one. Now Evans gets the ball going here for BYU and gets a first down and a little bit more. We have a 7-0 lead against BYU, but McCoy Hill says, look, I'm going to try and get some big runs here, but he gets lit up by Branch. Branch with a huge hit on him there. Now Evans gets the ball back to the left-hand side. Rashad J. Jr. misses completely, but Curtis Oliver wraps him up after a 14-yard gain. Now it's 3rd and goal. Our defense needs to come up big here. So Hill comes through, and we get a nice, huge hit. Looks like Andrew Ankre in on the sack. Another loss of 8 yards for BYU. So they line up for a field goal on 4th and goal. This one's up, and this one is actually going to be good. Way more better than their previous field goal they had earlier in the ball game. Now jumping back to the studio updates, number 1 Tennessee has fallen to Florida. What a crazy game. Will Greer had a horrible game there, 9 for 22, but somehow he still threw 3 touchdowns, and Florida won that ball game. Now BYU's back on offense. We get him across the middle. We can't knock the ball out, unfortunately. We have a 7-3 lead. McCoy Hill back in shotgun. This time he's rolling to the right-hand side. Plenty of room. He throws our guys to the ground. McCoy Hill's making everybody miss. Branch, can you get him? No one is going to get him until he gets all the way down to the 1-yard line. McCoy Hill is running all over us. Our biggest weakness has been running quarterbacks. This time Evans fights his way through on a read option for a 5-yard touchdown run. We have got to do better. Maybe we need to do better game planning. Maybe we need better recruits. I don't know what's happening, but the read option scheme, the spread offense is our weakness. Now Disher rolling to the right-hand side here, and he gets hit, and he throws another interception. Joe Disher, this has been a horrible game for the sophomore. Maybe we're seeing a sophomore slump. I don't know where that was really going. He gets hit as he throws it. Maybe it was the pressure. Maybe the blame comes to our offensive line. They haven't been protecting Joe Disher as much as they did last year, but BYU is hyped up because they have another chance to score here as they're in already pretty much the red zone. Now a read option here to Willis. Willis goes down the left-hand side. Andrew Ankre is going to get the tackle, though, but it's 1st and goal again for BYU. This one goes to Evans, but look at Brett Siegel chasing down Evans to make sure they don't get a touchdown. But here in the read option, we get a huge hit again. Looks like Kyrie Hawkins in on that tackle. A loss of 2 yards. BYU is forced to line up for another field goal. This one is up, and this one is good. So BYU's first kick, not very good. Their last 2 kicks, though, have been money, and they have a 13-7 lead now. So here in the 2nd quarter, a kick is going all the way back to Stephen Weldon. See what he can do here. Weldon has been a dynamic kick returner so far, but can he get something major here? Look at Weldon. Weldon's on the left-hand side. Only one guy to beat. Can he show off the Jets? They are going to catch him, but a 58-yard return, the longest of Weldon's career. It's exactly what we needed, a spark for this offense. But wait, Chase Sinclair is in the ball game. It looks like Joe Disher has been banged up a little bit, so Chase Sinclair, the backup quarterback, has come into the ballgame, and he is running over everybody. This dude's nickname is the Tank because all he does is run over you. He's kind of like a young Tim Tebow at this point. Now going to a read option again here. This one's not going to work. We do lose 3 yards. Looks like Chase Sinclair is getting his first dose of a really good defense. Now 2nd and 13, Cardon Johnson up the middle. He's going to find his way down to nearly a first down. Now, first and goal with 1:40 left. Chasing Clair looks for something to the left-hand side. He is Jordan Dotson, and Jordan Dotson is going to squeak into the end zone. That's going to give us a 14-13 lead. Jordan Dotson has been money. Chasing Clair, being a backup quarterback, has come in and made this offense look pretty solid. Jordan Dotson, though, everybody's happy for the young fella as he gets a touchdown there. With 1:30 left, BYU's panicking a little bit. McCoy Hill's going to scramble up the middle here. Goes for something. We get a big hit by Brett Siegel, but that's still an 11-yard first down. McCoy Hill again with pressure coming, finds a dime across the middle. This time Dykes is going to hold that one in to get across the 50. Now at first and 10, we still have a 1-point lead. BYU across the middle. We have got to stop these crossing patterns. They are destroying us time and time again. Now 2nd and 1 with a little over a minute. This one goes off to the fullback. The fullback's going to take this one in, and the fullback gets all the way into the end zone, 17 yards. This read option screen has been destroying us so far, and BYU, with a minute left in the ball game here in the first half, has a big lead of 6 points. Now this time Sean McMahon's going to catch a pass across the middle. Looking good so far for JMU on this drive. We need to move the ball, and we have to move it quick. Chasing Clair is still in the ball game. Dropping way back, too far back in my opinion, but he finds Cardon Johnson somehow. You can tell he's a little inexperienced because he's dropping way too far, which we typically see from Joe Disher. But look at this, a great pass again. Jordan Dotson hauls another one in, a 26-yarder this time. With a little over 30 seconds. Again, Sinclair finds Dotson. These two were kind of redshirted last year, so they got a lot of practice together on the second team, and it's definitely showing here. And again, 3 straight passes to Jordan Dotson from Chase Sinclair, and Jordan Dotson gets his second touchdown of the game. Go ahead and celebrate, young fella. You absolutely killed it. So we go into halftime with a 21-20 lead. Chase Sinclair was a perfect 8 for 8 in that first half. We have to hope. Will Joe Disher come back? Will Chase Sinclair stay in? It doesn't matter who comes in. We need them to play really well to hold on to this ball game. With the 1-point lead, BYU throws a pass, and look at this! Curtis Oliver is going to get this one, and the first defensive touchdown of the season for the JMU Dukes is brought to you by Curtis Oliver. He had reservations for 6 at Applebee's on that one as he sprints into the end zone. A huge play by the JMU defense. To be honest, we haven't really said the words huge play in JMU defense unless it's been negative. Now a pass here by BYU, and how do we not intercept that one? Richards is going down the right-hand sideline. Someone please get him. And all the way down here at the 3-yard line, Branch is going to force him out. So first and goal for BYU. Things are escalating quickly, and McCoy Hill gets back into the end zone. A 2-yard touchdown run. Things are interesting now because will they go for a 2-point conversion? That's the question, and the answer is yes. They're going for 2 points. McCoy Hill back in shotgun. Looks to the right-hand side. He's got a guy open. Brett Siegel can't quite get there, and Dye is going to get a 3-yard reception that gives them a tie ball game now at 28-28, and BYU's fans could not be more excited. Now a play action fake. Joe Disher is back in the game now. Looks like he was banged up early in the first half, but he is back and ready to dominate here. Now Disher goes to a little bit of a read option. This time he gets hit. He's going to try to break a tackle, but he gets hit. He lands a little awkwardly there. Oh boy. No, Joe Disher is hurt. So with four rushes for 7 yards, Disher comes out of the ballgame, and Chase Sinclair is back, and he's going deep. He's going for a home run. Oh boy. That first half luck we had from Chase Sinclair, I think it might have just run out. Now BYU can't do anything on offense, so we get the ball back. This time Sinclair throws a dicey pass to Jordan Dotson. That one is going to be caught, but I think BYU is starting to key in that his favorite target is Jordan Dotson. Now he throws another one across the middle, this time to Sean McMahon, and Sean McMahon hauls that one in, an 18-yard reception, getting us down across the 50 and into scoring territory. On first and 10, we hand it off to Cardon Johnson. Cardon Johnson makes a few moves up the middle, gets stopped just short of the first down marker. He hasn't run the ball a ton today, but he's been pretty solid. This time the true freshman Cameron King comes in. We haven't really seen him today, but he gets 7 yards on that play. So going into the fourth quarter, it's a 28-28 ball game. We need to step up both offensively and defensively. Now here on 3rd and 7, Sinclair to the left-hand side. This time Drew Coates hauls it in. Drew Coates, the redshirt freshman, gets a 9-yard touchdown reception. Chase Sinclair has only thrown 2 incompletions today. One of those being an interception, but he has 3 passing touchdowns. The guy is balling out of control right now. Now BYU is back on offense. They're down 7. They need to score, but they can take their time because there's plenty of time left in this ball game. Now Evans catches a halfback screen, fights his way through. Rashad Jean Jr. misses big on that one. Barrow's coming down. Barrow does bring him down, but they're inside the 30 now, in field goal territory. Now at 1st and 10, a little bit of a pistol formation. They hand it off to Evans, and look at Evans trying to fight his way through, and Rashad Jean Jr. with the hardest hit I have ever seen. Look at it in slow motion. Completely decleats this dude. He lands on his neck. How is that dude not dead? Oh my God, that's incredible. Now McCoy Hill's fighting his way through on the read option, going up the middle. Can we get him? Rashad Jean Jr. with another tackle. He's been all over the field today, and another big play by the safety. Now first and goal, McCoy Hill pitches it out to Evans, and unfortunately when we tackle him, he's already into the end zone, so that's a 4-yard rushing touchdown for Jake Evans. This dude has been a monster all game long, and we have to find a way to score now on offense. So here on 2nd and 5, Sinclair back, it throws one in. How is Sinclair finding dudes open? Ishmael Hyman, I believe that's his first catch of the day. We haven't really seen him ball out today, but still a crazy catch by the upperclassman. Now Sinclair back to the speed option, gets it out to Sean McMahon. McMahon cuts it up the middle here. We can't get any blocks, but McMahon is brought down after 8 yards on that play. Now 3rd and 5, Sinclair still in the ballgame. It looks like Joe Disher is out for the entire game, but Drew Coach throwing a defender to the ground, fighting for his bread, and getting that first down. Now 3rd and 10, Sinclair back again, surveying, the pressure's coming, he gets hit and kind of throws it. It's a lame duck of a pass. So on 4th and 10, we're lining up for a field goal. This is crazy long. Can Timothy Payne hit it? Timothy Payne is going to bang this one in. So Timothy Payne gives us a 3-point lead. The freshman kicker is on his A game today. Now with under 2 minutes, McCoy Hill was trying to put a drive on here, and Charles Tutt gets 1 foot in. Charles Tutt, the shutdown corner. A huge play. That's the second turnover for BYU. What an interception. Look at this. Just gets that left foot in bounds. The right foot's not in, but you know what? Lucky for us, it's not the NFL. In college, you only need 1 foot, and Charles Tutt got that one in. Now a steady diet of running the ball here. We've got the lead. We have a 3-point lead, but wait. What is Coach Mike Houston doing? There's 4 seconds left. He's going for it on 4th down. Why would you do this? This is going to be a major controversy. Chase Sinclair rolls to the left-hand side. Chase Sinclair pads his stats. He said 13-yard rushing touchdown. But BYU is not going to be happy about this. The thing is, Coach Mike Houston in his press conference says we are the 24th ranked team in the nation. We went against the number 19 team ranked in the nation. We want to make sure that we ball out. We want as much of a point spread as possible. So we want to beat teams by as much as we humanly can. We get a 10-point lead. We get a 10-point victory. But BYU is going to be upset about that. We might have just created a rivalry. Regardless, Chase Sinclair came in, balled out of control here in his relief appearance. 15 for 20, 170 yards, 3 touchdowns, did have an interception. Cardon Johnson had a monster game last week, didn't really do as well this week, but you saw Chase Sinclair and Sean McMahon and Jordan Dodson chip in with decent running totals. Cardon Johnson was leading receiver, as well as Jordan Dodson, but what a play overall by Rashad Jean Jr. on our defense. There's a major controversy brewing. I can't wait to see how it plays out in the next episode. Thanks for watching today's video. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Hit the like button to share your support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.